doesn't enable auto start. That's why. Here, let me see your phone. Okay, I think we're actually there. I'm going to get Mia set up here. So I have my, let's see, I don't see or hear you. I just tune in and I just see the teaser screen. And hopefully it'll pop up. I don't know. Well, I got you set up here. Just searching it. And it's still, oh, there. It shows me live. Okay. So, oh, yeah. Jen says, there you are. Good. Glad this finally worked. So apparently, and I apologize, guys, that was actually my bad. We don't have the Professional Photographers of Idaho YouTube set up for enable auto start. Mine, when I do my lives, are all set up on auto start. So I didn't see the jank go live button up in the corner that I had to hit. So I'm sitting here talking to you guys all about everything, and it didn't work. So we're going to restart. Welcome, everybody, to your Professional Photographers of Idaho Friday Live. I'm your host today, Sam Marvin. Bob is out, feeling a little rough still, and in the, I don't want to share all Bob's stuff. He's struggling with some back pains, but I'm sure will be back soon. So today it's Sam, Marvin, and Mia. Everybody say hi to Mia. Mia's going to be answering any questions you guys have. So anything you have, make sure to comment here on the screen or on the chat, and Mia will ask those questions out loud for you, and we'll make sure to answer those questions for you. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Let me make sure, because I lost everything here. I got to get back into my, my link. Okay, hopefully, let's make sure we can do, okay, we're good. We are good to go. So today we are going to be talking about all convention, everything convention. Also, a couple other informational updates, and I got to make sure, will you go to the Professional Photographers of Idaho Facebook, just their website, and look it up, and look at the date for the photo walk. I believe it's March 15th. But anyway, we're going to get that date exactly for you. So anyway, excited to be here with you guys today. Don't forget, and I'm actually going to throw this up here for you. Don't forget, we do have the PPI lunch today on the east side of the state in Idaho Falls, Cedric's at 12:30 p.m. For those of you who are watching from the east side of the state, make sure to go to lunch with everybody and hang out. We've really developed quite a good lunch get-together once a month here on the west side of Idaho, and the east side has just started it, and I hope everything's going good over there and working well, because I really appreciate the fact they're doing that. So Cedric's 1260 West Broadway, Idaho Falls, that's at 12:30 p.m. So just right after we're done with this, you guys can head down to Cedric's. We're going to call it Cedric's. For those of you on the west side of the state, Idaho Pizza Company, 1 p.m., just like it's always been. Well, it's been for a long time. Idaho Pizza Company, 405 East Fairview Avenue. So please come join us. Enjoy. Michael Collins just chimed in and said, photo walk is Saturday, March 19th at 8 a.m. The sign-ups for that are available on the website, ppofidaho.com. So make sure to get over there and get signed up for that. And while you're there, make sure to get signed up for our convention. Now, that is what we're going to jump into and talk about next. For those of you who don't know, we have a pretty exciting, I think honestly, one of the best lineups we've had in a long time. Maybe I'm just excited about it. I don't know. Okay, is everybody's hearing me okay? Because I'm seeing people. Okay, we're good. So for those of you who don't know, we do have Lindsay Adler coming on the 6th of April. So that is the 6th of April. It'll be an all-day creative class. This is a pre-conference class, so that means that it will be an additional cost. The reason we're doing that, and I know there's a lot of people asking, well, why do we have to pay extra to go see Lindsay? Well, We are really sticking our neck out there to bring Lindsay in. It is a very large expense to the organization that we will absolutely make up for, and it'll help us with our convention. We are a not-for-profit, but our goal is to generate income for the organization so we can take better care of our people. So make sure that you get a friend, tell your friends from all the neighboring states that Lindsay Adler will be here on the 6th of April, and she will be talking about creative, basically creative lighting and creative setups for lighting. And I'm really excited about having her there. The price point for Lindsay Adler is going to be $150 if you are not coming to convention. So say, for instance, you're just coming down from Coeur d'Alene. If you're coming down for Coeur d'Alene, just stay for the whole thing. You might as well. You get a $50 off Lindsay Adler's class, whatever you call it. Yeah, Lindsay Adler's presentation. There you go. You get $50 off Lindsay Adler's presentation if you sign up for convention as well. And we'll talk more about the prices for those things here coming up. But let's just cut over here real quick. You can see this nice mailer that's going to be going out with some information about Lindsay Adler. So April 7th through the 10th is the convention. The 6th is Lindsay Adler for pre-con. Like I said, we're really excited to have her coming. Lindsay is an explorer of light. She's incredible. Probably one of the most influential speakers out there in the country for honestly, just kind of the high-end explorer of light aspect. So, yeah, it's not echoing for me. Sounds okay. I start reading this stuff I get all scared.
That's what you have me for.
And stressed about it. Well, that's what we got you for. So anyway, so Lindsay Adler on the 6th of April. Guys, I'm telling you, we really are going to have somewhat limited seating for that. So if I believe it's live right now on the website. If you get a chance, It's not?
I already tried.
Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. I was just on there earlier this morning. Maybe they took it down. So when that does come available, if I get any updates on that, please make sure to get in there, get signed up for that, get your seat fast because you don't want to miss out on that. I am working on something with Lindsay and her admin, her business manager, whatever. We're trying to get potentially an exclusive opportunity for a VIP dinner with Lindsay afterwards. So just for a small group of people that want to pay for that and have an opportunity to be able to go out to dinner and hang out with Lindsay. So that's pretty exciting, if I do say so myself. Next, we have, let's talk about the setup. So this year, I know that we've probably already pounded this down on everybody, but this year we heard a lot of feedback from the event in September, October, August, something like that.
Fall retreat?
Fall retreat, yeah. I'm struggling for words today, apparently.
You're not doing so good.
Forgot to take my brain fog medicine. I'm just kidding. So from fall retreat, we heard a lot of people saying, I wish this was longer. I wish we had more time together. So as a board, we made the decision to extend our convention. There's a number of different things we took into consideration for this convention. Number one, we offered pre-con with Lindsay Adler. Number two, we made it a day longer, which actually 2 days longer, considering Lindsay Adler will be here. And number three, we actually are going to be done by 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. For those of you who are on the east side of the state, or any of you that have a long drive, that will give you the rest of the day to get home comfortably, safely. It is in April, so you won't likely have issues with bad weather driving home. You might have some rain, hopefully. But as far as snow, you won't likely have to deal with that. So there's a lot of great aspects to what's going to be happening with convention, especially the fact that we're not going to be pushing it to 9 o'clock Sunday night for our banquet. Our awards banquet is actually going to be a lunch banquet instead. And I think that will honestly be great for a lot of you. We will still have a class the morning of the banquet. So we'll do a class, and then we will have the awards banquet shortly following, and that'll be kind of our close up thing, and everybody can get on the road and get back home and be safe and comfortably in their own bed. So I know that's more time away from home, having an extra day or two. But one thing that we did do is we secured hotel stays for $139 a night in a really nice hotel. We're not going to have any ants or anything weird like that, any craziness, or any random alarms in the middle of the night. This is it's actually a Courtyard by Marriott off of Eagle Road and Overland. So it is actually in Meridian. Parking will be free. There won't be any expenses to parking. So that's, I know, another thing that a lot of people really wanted from past couple of years. Last year we didn't have parking, but honestly, actually, where we had convention last year in April, in Meridian, it's actually just across Eagle Road. So it's opposite side of Eagle Road from where we were at the Silver Hawk, whatever. Where we were at last year, just across the street. So that's where we're going to be this year. Like I said, it's a really nice hotel. My favorite thing about it, Mia and I took a lot of time, went over there, checked it out. There is a lot of space in the lobby. It actually has a little a little bistro cafe thing. And then there's this two huge rooms full of space where you can sit down, have a cup of coffee, eat a scone or whatever, talk with friends, and lots of lounge space where we can all sit down. Actually, a third room with lounge space where you can sit down, talk to friends, and just have those really enjoyable evenings where you can just talk about lots of stuff with business or lighting or whatever you want to do. Maybe even have some fun shooting stuff. So keep that in mind. I know, actually, Jen, if you are on here and you got my text message, will you take a look at it and maybe even post the booking code? I think it was something to do with PP of Idaho. Courtyard by Marriott on Eagle Road, and we will have a booking code. I talked to them. I know in years past we've had issues with, they give us a price discount, but then you can find it cheaper on other places. Keep in mind, guys, when you do that, you actually harm the organization because it ends up costing us more money if we don't fill up our block of rooms. Now, we don't have a huge block of rooms to fill up, but if you guys take cheaper opportunities, I get it. I talked to the hotel. I said, please, let's make sure that doesn't happen. And they said that they try really hard to make sure none of that happens. So I'm going to take them on their word. And you shouldn't be able to get anything cheaper anywhere else. But please make sure to use the room block that we have secured for you. So keep that in mind. Now, let's talk print competition. Print competition is going to be held on the 7th. Now, basically what we're doing, so 6th is Lindsay Adler, print competition on the 7th. I don't believe, I think our actual sign-ups will either be the day, like the night after Lindsay Adler, we can sign in, or it'll probably be during the day with print competition. But of course, anything for print competition will need to be submitted beforehand. Now, one fun fact, we are having a virtual print competition. I get it for those of you who love to print prints. I think it's a great thing. I honestly fought against the idea of a virtual print competition for a long time. However, we got a lot of feedback from some other states saying that, hey, you have to understand that people are not only submitting images to your state organization, but they're doing it from a lot of different states because they're trying to get images ready for districts and then IPC. And so people don't want to print and reprint. It becomes really costly. It gave us the opportunity to save a little bit of money on our judges and focus that money on speakers so that we could have a more stacked speaker lineup. And really, it just gave us a great opportunity to make things better all around. And we've just heard a lot of good feedback from other states about doing the virtual competition for the state level. Now, if we were doing a district at our state, then it would be a different story. But in this situation, it really worked out to be the best opportunity for us. It allows us to do a lot more and just really be prepared. So print competition will be the day of the 7th. There are a couple of things. I don't know if I'm supposed to go over this yet. There are some rule changes that will be released that honestly I think are awesome and make it a much better, more sound opportunity for print competition, putting people that belong in higher levels in those levels and allowing lower level competitors to compete in a more fair option so that for the awards aspect. And I think that will be honestly a really great thing for print competition. We've also added awards. We've added categories, men versus women in a couple of things. I can't remember all the details about it, but I know that it is going to be to the benefit of everybody this year, and I think that it's really going to be exciting. So we will be having our JC will be the same JC as last year, which is Brian, and he will be, of course, joining us virtually. He did a great job last year, and so he's helping out with that this year. So that is the 7th. The evening of the 7th will be our keynote speaker. Now, the keynote speaker is not a for sure thing yet. We do have somebody in communication, and I think they're trying to back out on us. So anyway, we will have a keynote speaker for the very first night, which is after print competition. We'll be able to be done with print competition, go to dinner, and come back and be all signed in and sit down for a great inspirational speech or speaker, and then start everything with our big speakers following on Friday. And then we will have Friday and Saturday will be our main, and I'm going to talk about that next. Any questions? Do we have any questions coming through that Mia wants to? We got you on the screen now, just so you know.
Awesome. Laquita just asked, she just got here, so I'm just dropping her the link again and letting
Hi,
her
Laquita.
know that the prices and everything is up on the site. When you go to the site, though, you need to click, like, you can see it from the main page, from the home, but if you click on the little tab that says events and then you click on pre-con, you're not going to go anywhere. So just know to go to the home, and I'm sure Larry will get that all fixed.
Yeah, I know Larry's working on it. It takes a lot of stuff to get that all done. We will have it all up, and we will announce it when everything is all ready to go. It is going to be short and soon, and we'll get that all done for you guys. Any other questions coming through?
She wants to know about the details on the photo walk, if girls can go. Yeah, girls can go.
Why can't?
Girls can do anything.
Why
Anybody
would
else?
girls not be able to go?
I don't know. Maybe she's talking about young girls. I'm not quite sure. But, dude, we can do anything they can do, so you can go.
Are you saying that you can do anything we can do better?
No, I didn't add the better part. I just said we could do it.
I think that's what you meant.
You should see me take couches downstairs. I'm pretty dang good at it.
You what?
Couches downstairs. See? I can do anything.
Oh, I don't know where you're going with that one.
Nowhere. I can do anything.
Okay, so let's talk the, let's see, the 6th, 7th, 8th, the 8th. Okay, this is actually the exciting part of, let me see if I got this all ready to go. Okay, so let's talk convention speakers. Now, I'm not 100% sure that our speakers will be on this. Well, they will be pretty much on the dates that they are. We do, in case you saw, we do have the word hybrid in our convention like thing. I almost think that's a little bit overkill, even putting it in our title, hybrid convention, because we literally only have one speaker that is going to be virtual. That is Marissa Lavoie. She'll be teaching social media and personal branding. And so she is going to be, I believe, Friday morning, the 8th. I'm going to get all sorts of, maybe those questionable on my dates,
yeah. Huh? Maybe that doesn't matter. She's just coming, right?
Yeah. So she's going to be the morning of, or Friday morning, and she's going to be our only virtual speaker. As far as I'm pretty positive that's the only virtual speaker. Now, of course, we are going to have our virtual print competition, but that will have no bearing on the speakers. So Marissa Lavoie will be our only virtual speaker, and I think that's just because she's across the country, and it's a lot cheaper to have her do that than to fly her out here, give her a room, and pay her speaker fees. So, but guys, believe me when I tell you, we have a literally stacked speaking platform, people, whatever you want to call it. Our speakers are stacked. Let's just put it that way. So Marissa Lavoie, I know that evening, Christy Elias, Fine Art Masterpiece Portraits. I'm excited. I know a lot of people know about Christy, but the fine art aspect, I'm super excited to hear from her and what she has to offer. Can people watch it virtually? Yes, that is okay. So that is a good point, Jen. I guess that makes sense as to why you said that. So yes, it will be available virtually, but we also will be recording everything with the permission of the speakers. Anything will be recorded for people that attended. Only for the people that attended or purchased a ticket for the convention will be able to see those. Dennis Hammond asked who will be the judges. We have most of our judges situated, Dennis, but I am not going to announce those yet until we have all of our judges situated. But Brian is working on that with me, and so I think we will have a pretty good job or pretty good setup with the judges. Next, so we got Marissa Lavoie, Christy Elias, and then we may potentially have a third speaker that day. I'm not sure what day we're putting him on, but Tom Cheswick is actually coming in to do comparing light modifiers, and he's actually going to be coming with Kay Eskridge, which, oops, I just shared the next day. So Tom Cheswick is going to be coming, sharing lighting. So I think that'll be exciting. I know one of the vendors that'll be attending is ACI and Background Town, and so they're actually providing backgrounds for him for his speaking engagement. And sorry, my voice is starting to go. So we'll be pretty well set up with that. Now, moving on to the next day. Oh, well, I'll get back to the trade show stuff. Moving on to the next day, we have Kay Eskridge. She's going to be teaching pet portraiture. For those of you who don't know, pet portraiture is a growing, well, it's already been like a big deal for a long time, but it's growing in importance because with coronavirus and the pandemic, a lot more people went out, bought animals, and so I think that this is a really great option to bring in. Kay is a great speaker. She's just hilarious, and she's a hoot altogether. But it'll be exciting. I know she was actually supposed to be speaking at Imaging, but because of some issues with family, she wasn't able to. So I'm excited that we're getting her out for our convention. Lori Nordstrom is going to be talking about business, and we're pretty excited to have her. I think she's going to be coming on behalf of one or the other, either Buzzy or Marathon. I can't remember which one. So she will be talking about personal branding and portrait experience. So that'll be our business checkoff. And then that is I believe that's for Saturday. On Sunday morning, we will have our very own Michael Collins, who is an incredible Photoshop artist. Well, Photoshopper. Would you call it an artist? Photoshopist? Photoshopper. Anyway, he will be teaching us Photoshop, something old and new. So I'm pretty excited about having him here. And then that'll be right before our Marathon Press. That's who Lori Nordstrom is going to be speaking on behalf of, or who's going to be sponsoring her. I think I talk too much.
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice, guys. So those are pretty much our 6 big speakers. We will have some local stage speakers as well. We will be having some evening. Phil White is going to be doing some lighting class as well. I know it was talked about. So Phil, if you are new to this and surprised by this, please forgive me for not making you aware. I might have shared too much. I don't know. But Phil White is going to be speaking and teaching about lighting, and also whether he knows this or not, he's going to be doing some live demonstration with lighting. So we are going to have like some event, like evening stuff taken on probably by Picture Line and with some of our own like Phil, maybe even Tom Cheswick. So there will be some fun like interactive shooting as well. It's not all just going to be classes and learning. And then trade show. Trade show, I think, is actually going to be really good this year. Picture Line's going to be helping us out with that and bringing in some pretty big hitters. So we're excited for that. Trade show, we are going to have on the days that we have our big speakers. So Friday and Saturday, the 8th and 9th, we will be having a 3-hour long lunch period. In that 3-hour long lunch period, you can go eat lunch, but you will also have the opportunity to get into the trade show. So the trade show will be at least 3 hours that day and 3 hours on the 9th, and where you'll be able to get in and talk to vendors and meet new people and find out some great information, buy things, that kind of stuff. So also one thing that I want to talk about is the location. A couple of things to know about location. We have a lot of great restaurants right around the area. We have Chicago Connection Pizza, which is one of my favorites, which is right across the street. So if you're filling pizza one of the nights you're sitting in the hotel and you just want to have a pizza and hang out with some friends, they will be there. San Francisco Sourdough Bakery. Also, I think San Francisco Sourdough Pizza is up there. We have a coffee shop right next door. We have Qdoba across the street. Big Judd's, which is great for cheeseburgers. We have the Dickey's Barbecue, an incredible breakfast place called Mojo's, which is excellent. Literally just, these are all like a 1 minute, 2 minute walk from the hotel. Also, there's going to be the little cafe in the hotel that'll be operating, so you can get some snacks and drinks there as well. There's a couple of things I missed. There's a Jackson's literally a minute walk from there.
Well, if you have a car, there's Eagle Road. I mean, there's
and if you do have a car or you brought a car, literally a mile down Eagle, you can get to Black and White, Buffalo Wild Wings. Sakura Sushi is right across the street. We actually, a lot of us ate there last year. It was pretty good. We had some interesting, fun things happen there. Phil White's still smiling, so I think we're good. If you didn't know, Phil, make sure to be ready. Also, let's see what else. What's close by there. The nice thing is we're not going to be downtown. I mean, it's kind of sad, but it's kind of nice. We're not going to have
go to the Village too.
$15 a day parking.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff.
The Village is like 2 miles down the road. Lots of food there. Unfortunately, we won't have In-N-Out yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. So, other than that, I think unless Jen or Michael or anybody wants to say, hey, what about this? It's a great time to take questions if any of you guys have questions. I think convention is going to be incredible. I'm super excited about it. Oh, price point. I should probably cover price point. I believe I got this all. He says I'll roll with that. Yeah. That works. We'll talk more about it, Phil. So price point. If you are a member, I know the one question I'm going to get is from Dennis about the life members. And I'm not 100% sure on that one, but we will cover that for you, just not on here because I don't know, unless maybe Jen can cover that for me. So as far as for members for convention, it'll be $299. If you do convention with Lindsay, for pre-con, it'll be $399. $299, $399. Yeah, so it'll be $100 difference. If you are not a member, which you're probably not on here listening to us if you're not a member, but if you are, great, come join us. It will be $379 and $100 more to watch Lindsay, because once you then do that, you will also become a member, which is actually kind of a discounted member rate. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're just coming to watch Lindsay, it's $149. Like I said, Lindsay with conventions, $99. So I think that kind of covers, doesn't it? Covers all the basis on cost. Of course, with the exception of lifetime members, we will get that covered as well too. Like I said. So I think. Also. We will be having a print chair challenge. I do not have the details for what the print chair challenge is quite yet. We will be having our virtual auction like we had last year, which was actually a screaming success. So be ready. I remember last year at lunch, we were sitting there. Everybody was on their phone trying to win things at the end of the auction. So that was great. Also, we'll be having the awards banquet, photo walks, and more. So there will be a lot to do. Now, the one thing that I want you to understand, it is going to be packed. There's going to be a lot going on. If you are there and there's anything going on that you can't get to, we will have it recorded so that you can be able to see it as long as you have signed up for convention. We will make sure that you have a way to be able to consume that content. So, Robert Quick asks, cost for vendors to participate in the trade show. That will be a $500 8x8 booth space. And if you want to sponsor a speaker and pay their speaker fees, you can do that. And I think we can probably work some stuff out with trade show space. So that's something that we're working on. But yeah, that's about your cost. So anybody that you want to get, our person that is dealing with that is Carrie Grant. Apparently I'm still dying. I'm on the tail end of a cold, and it's just all trying to cough out right now. So, Bob Quick, if you do have questions about vendors, reach out to me or reach out to Carrie Grant. She's the one in charge of that. So that's your person there to talk to. Can you show the second side of the flyer that shows speakers? Oh yeah, that's what I have up right now. Oops. I gotta screen share to my Apple TV to do this. Okay, so here's the second side of the flyers with the speakers. This is the flyer that will be going out to everybody. So I just didn't want to show it before I told all the speakers. So there you go. There it is. So enjoy that for what it's worth. Do we have any other questions, Mia?
Did you hit Laquita's about some virtual and some in person if needed? She asked if she can do some virtual and some in person if needed.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure.
So, yes, we will be having both virtual. So if you sign up for convention, you'll get the virtual option. We're working with speakers and everything to be able to record those and provide them for people that have paid for convention pass. I don't know that we are going to have a different cost for virtual. I certainly don't think that I don't know. That's something that we will finalize and let you know on. That's a good question. But without question, there will be. Bob did an incredible job with the live stream last year. He's learned a lot more about what he's doing with that. And so that's his only focus this year is just virtual and making sure all the video audio stuff is taken care of. He learned a lot of lessons last year, and he without missing a beat, he was like 2 weeks later, he's like, okay, I know how to fix this, and I know how to fix this, so we'll have it better for next year. And I give him huge props for that. It even came at a cost to him, so he invested in some equipment just so that he can provide that for us and also to other clients. And so everything will be available via virtual. There may not necessarily be all of the speakers recorded and available, but that'll be all taken care of, and we'll let you guys know for sure on that. So best thing you could do is just come to convention in person. But if you can't, we understand, and we'll make it so that you can watch from the comfort of your own home and not have to worry about Mia coughing on you or me. So any other questions we have? Bueller? Anyone? Mia, do you got something?
Well, no. Well, when I'm on here, I just went to go and try and register. It's showing me that it's $478, which is not what she said.
That,
so I'm
well,
confused.
yeah, that's basically like for the non-member.
There's no other option though.
I know. I think he's got there's some stuff that he's working on.
Okay, so we can't necessarily register.
Can't
right
necessarily
now.
register. That's what I was saying earlier. You can't necessarily register yet. I mean, you could if you're a non-member and you want to watch, want to see.
But I am a member, so I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, but that's the deal. That's the story, Morning Glory. So that should be all taken care of. Yeah, Lindsay Adler would not be recorded though. Yes, Lindsay Adler will not be, but Lindsay Adler is not part of the convention. She is pre-con. So that is the most important thing to understand. Convention and pre-con includes Lindsay Adler.
Yes, pre-con does include Lindsay Adler.
Yes, convention and pre-con includes Lindsay Adler. And it saves you $50 on that. If wife is coming as a non-member, we will talk about a social pass. I know that was something that we were discussing. We will definitely have a social pass for the banquet. We'll likely have a social pass for convention as well. But that is a really good, valid point, and I will definitely be talking to the board. Obviously, Jen's on here, and some of the board is on here, so we'll be discussing that.
Andrea wants to run through the room rate again.
Okay. The room rate is $139 a night. I believe that's for either a king or two queens. And that code will be available right away. So $139 a night. If you want one of the suites, it's $189 a night. So I think that's a really, really reasonable rate. So Mia Carroll, I am Phil.
Phil said to make sure I was logged into the website.
Oh,
I am.
That might be part of that might be part of it, because if you're not logged in, it's only going to show you the non-member. So
we'll figure it out
maybe
later.
try that. Yeah, that might be an issue. Gordon Smith says, no, I am Phil. That's all right, Phil. We are working on that, and we'll have it all worked out and figured out for you guys, and post about it and send out emails. So Jen says, Bob, if your wife comes for education, there would be a fee. Dinners are what we call a social pass. Cost still to be determined. There you go. I guess he probably could have read that himself.
Probably.
But you got narrator Sam here. So, okay. Any other questions? If you guys have any other questions, I'll give you probably about a minute or 2 minutes, and then we're going to close this up. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Get a little information about convention. We are about... What is it, about 2 months away? 2 months away from it. So pretty excited about it. He says we may need to talk. Okay. Sounds good. Come to lunch today. Guys, don't forget, we do have lunch today for the west side at 1 o'clock. For the east side, starting in about 45 minutes at Cedric's. And west side is at Idaho Pizza Company. I'm so excited that they're finally getting lunches done over on the east side.
Yeah,
because,
that's awesome.
Like, it just couldn't be everywhere all together. So, okay, last minute questions. Get them in. I wish I had outro music for this. I guess I could just play some outro music. Bueller.
No other questions?
Anyone? Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I hope you had a wonderful day. Gordon Smith says, will there be more Sam photo booth pictures this year? Probably not, because those pictures have circulated like no other.
I think those were
They are everywhere now, and it is disturbing. So I think there's even threats of T-shirts with my naked pictures on them at Sync.
Don't look at me
while I speak. So hopefully not. So anyway, thank you guys all for hanging out with us today. And Michael says no with a real drawn out no. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Hope you have a wonderful day. Here's some outro music to enjoy. Hasta la bye-bye.